There is nothing. Again. Nothing said. Well, that's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
No, I was cool. I'm cool.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex we call it the shadow.
Ja, der ja. Inne I paleo-mammalian cortex. Der liker jeg å henge.
Because it's always there.
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Was that an X something?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Enough. Just lie there, motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And it's...
Brorsan?
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
No, I don't wanna. Vann bra det.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
I beg to differ, sir.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I should ask you the same.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
How long was I out?
10 minutes, maybe.
I came in contact with the burnt-out ruins of the past.
That does sometimes happen.
He hands you the remains of your ledger.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Yes, let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the...
Nice. Skal vi se, men vi har fått et skill point. Vi er jo allerede ganske bra på alt det her da. Ja, ikke sant? Vi har -1 fra et eller annet. Her ser du her en skjorta. Møkkete skjorta. Interfacing, master machines, pick locks and pockets. Composure, straighten your back. Keep your poker face. Hand-eye coordination, ready. Aim and fire. Endurance. Take the blows, don't let the world kill you. Shrug off the pain. They'll have to hurt you more. Hurt me more! Bonus til noen som tar den referansen der. Electrochemistry. Go to party planets. Love and be loved by drugs. Raise the hair on your neck. Tune in to the city. Half-light. Let the body take control. Threaten people. What the fuck? Logic. Wield raw intellectual power. Deduce the world. Det høres jo veldig ålreit ut, det da. Call upon your knowledge. Produce fascinating trivia. Practice the art of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. Det passer jo bra sammen med suggestion, er det ikke? Høres i hvert fall sånn ut. Skal vi se. Tools. Ledger. Hva er det den I for noe? This is the same ledger you found in the trash, only worse somehow. It makes you think about the letter, about the woman's handwriting, about not wanting to get out of bed in the morning. Nice. Ja, kan vi gå tilbake og så sjekke ut det liket, altså kanskje ikke besvime for at vi leser et brev den gangen her. Jeg spilte så mye... Nei, vet du hva, jeg skjønner ikke hvorfor jeg trykker på alt for å få opp ting, men... Jeg kan jo ikke skylde på at jeg har spilt noe annet heller. Kom jeg på.
Footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Lieutenant, workers' boot tracks.
Noted.
Visual calculus. Ja, det får vi ikke til, vet du.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Nei, greit. Ego våres tok en hit, så nå har vi fått en moral damage. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Ja, men altså. Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What feeling?
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small one.
Ja, men altså. Oh, nice. 20 øre og litt magnesium. Someone is trying to grow herbs in his greenhouse. Hvordan går det? This kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Nå koset seg der. Ja, det var til maset der, ja. Ja, vi skal gjøre ferdig den der. Den gir oss pluss 1 til encyclopedia. Ah, nei, det er temporary research bonus, ja. Ok. Så det er ikke det den gjør når han er ferdig. Ja, jeg vil la den gjøre seg ferdig først, uansett. The corpse looks at you, ja, det var den, ja.
You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Endurance legendary. Så jeg rullet dobbelt 6, så klarer jeg det.
The smell is
Nee.
repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind,
Nei, let it
crushing you
out.
from within.
Åh! Nei! Æsj!
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst.
Åh, jeg hater oppkast. I alle former.
Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Fucking corpse.
Keep it.
The lieutenant hands you a blue checkered handkerchief. Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay, where do I get ammonia from?
There is freight nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't,
Oh, he points at the greenhouse.
there's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
The handkerchief given to you by Lieutenant Kitsuragi. One corner is adorned with lace and a tiny embroidered portier. Very fancy greier.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Jeg er veldig dårlig på visual calculus. Why am I looking at this?
Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case-related, you think.
What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say. Your vision is blurred, and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Nej, vi kan pröva.
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Rue de Saint Ghislaine? I don't know. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. Oh, the street sign reads, "Fuck the police."
The RCM in Martinez.
Føles merkelig passende.
What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
My partner told me you may have some ammonia. Can I have some?
Sure. I'm done with it.
She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to you.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
What is this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Ja, nei, absolutt ikke. The street sign says fuck the police.
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
It's alright, I didn't mean to startle you.
Okay. Since the street sign's messed up? Okay.
Where am
What do you
I?
need? What do you mean?
I'm a bit disoriented. This is Revachol, right?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. No problem, of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
One more thing, can I borrow your gloves?
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
A thin glass tube wrapped in cotton netting used to treat fainting spells. Produced by San Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. Ok, skal vi prøve igjen da. Ordne med det like. The ladders for kids. It wouldn't hold... Ja, men det er greit. Jeg prøvde ikke å
There
klatre i
he
stigen.
still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The
Out.
body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Ja,
Licking
fortsatt.
it is all it does now.
Og får da bare 8% da, med pluss 1.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Hvorfor? Nei! Helvete, altså! Demonia didn't help at all!
Nor does the wind right now.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
This is bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a cop.
Okay, you've said it. You needed to say it. And now that you have,
He withdraws his hand from your back and looks you in the eye.
you need to get your shit together.
No, but I don't want to get my shit together. But my shit already is together.
Then the world will turn away from you and leave you behind.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Ok, så hvis vi kommer tilbake her nå da 11:34-ish, så kan vi prøve igjen. Og nå kan vi jo prate med han kameraten her inne så lenge. Og spørre om han vet noe om den klærne som har blitt kastet i søppelcontaineren hans. Han var jo veldig viktig for den, at den var låst. Equip and complete. Ja.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state? Are you at a fugue state? Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Yes?
Nei. Ha det. Skal vi se. Vi har noen folk vi kan ringe også. Og vi kan sjekke den der plastikktjenesten i lyset på bilen. Ask Kuno if you know something about the victim's clothes in the trash. Ja, det kan vi også gjøre, men jeg sjekker det med bil først.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
How do I turn on the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage. The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl.
Herregud, for en lyd. Press the button labeled headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
Det her er også helt nytt for meg. Det er jo heller ikke siste gang jeg spilte det. Ja, det er riktig nok noen år siden, men jeg liker å tro at jeg hadde husket det her.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering street grids.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait, look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says...
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says his fingers near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the Great Ocean. That seems nice.
No, it does not.
Look at that. Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
Not bad.
Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet.
Jeg regner med at det er bra. 18 dotter er bra, det er ikke?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3, that's it?
That's it.
Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, 18 years I've done this?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
I walked the land, telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining.
Cool. I'm glad you joined us. Not a lot of money in doom crying. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
So you're saying I used to be a super cop?
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
That's not too many.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Gamere quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her.
What fault?
Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his voice.
Når en skarpskyter legger an og skyter noen, vet du hva han føler da? Rekylen.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yes.
He says, declining to elaborate.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
It gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Kan begynne med Warhammer 40,000.
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Ja. Name unknown. Bra jobba. Cases solved 216. Ja. Drept 3. Good cop, bad cop 2. Jeg vet ikke hva det betyr da. Honor 0. 1 moralist. 1 communist. 0 fascist og 0 ultra-liberalist. Superstar Cop 3, Apocalypse Cop 1, Story Cop 0, Boring Cop 0. Vi skal ikke ha noe Boring Cop stats. Vi går bare for Supercop. Okay.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pull out the pull-out
A metallic
toolbox.
drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
Det er bare tull. Alle menn er veldig opptatt av hvem som håndterer verktøyet deres. Og hvis du sier noe annet, så ljuger du. Eller så har du ikke noe stolthet over verktøyet ditt.
Møt meg under brua.
Skal møte deg under brua, ja. Du kan komme hit, skal vi møtes under Fredrikstad-brua.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Nemlig, it's clearly a little protective, var det jeg sa. Jeg har veldig høy empathy. Take the red-tipped pry bar. Absolutt.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think.
Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. Rubber-handled chain cutters, absolutt.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts.
Take hand-cranked flashlight, absolutt.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue.
police issue er jo ikke noe tegn for kvalitet. Akkurat som folk tror at liksom militær kvalitet betyr noe. Tro meg, vi får ikke det beste i forsvaret.
Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Run your fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Har han hvitt semska skinn på styrespakene sine i bilen sin? Ja vel. Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They are also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Come in, Delta 10. This is Firewalker. Copy.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
You could swear she was friendlier with the lieutenant.
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Ignore Alice and press the button labeled saved.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Felicio, and you're listening to Spillet Freaks FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted the prime line, right?
He's still avoiding your gaze, and his ears glow red.
Speed Freaks FM, huh?
Oh, is that what it was called?
He's trying hard to act surprised. Right, you don't want to get into this, no problem.
Nothing to get into, really. But sure, let's focus on the important thing.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to someone?
I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Kim, didn't Garte give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Stop slapping a marching rhythm on your thigh.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
I don't know, but I've been told.
Just wait. Relax.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she is a million miles away from here. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work. Sylvie, I believe we met before. This is, it's me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
She recognizes your voice almost immediately.
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
Ifta. Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container behind the Whirling?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it.
Så det var ikke jeg som kastet de søppla, se? Veldig ansvarlig.
I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective?
Was it you who called the police?
No. Not me.
But why didn't you call the police? Didn't the corpse behind your workplace bother you? Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires.
Ja, det dårlig kår altså, når det liksom er butikker og går rundt og stjæler kobberledninger fra folk for at de har telefoner.
People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
But why didn't you call?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
What does this Union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Wait, Kim, lower your microphone. Is she speaking the truth? The Union is the law around here?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Tell me why exactly did you let the corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us? I am the authority around here.
Okay.
I am the law! Okay. Tell me why exactly did you let the corpse hang out?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
Och här ska det straffas.
No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
Tror du inte jag driter i det? Let me get this straight. You ignored the law to save your own skin. What others?
The other people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble.
Her voice is resigned and weak.
What trouble?
You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the Union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble.
Let me get this straight. You ignored the law to save your own skin.
I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually.
It's a little late for tears, isn't it? Should have used them to summon the police earlier.
You can almost hear the girl getting smaller on the other end of the line until she almost drowns in static.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
You quit your job after whirling. Why?
You mean why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Get away from whom?
You know whom.
Jeg hadde ikke spurt.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
You mean me? You needed to get away from me?
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Ja, greit, bare vær sånn, du.
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
I think I got everything I need. Thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Empathy, medium, 83% sjans. Vi får -1 for at vi fikk henne til å grine. Og -1 fordi at vi sa at det er vi som er autoriteten her omkring. Men det går bra, det. Vi får +1 da fra wanted to get away from you.
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like God.
Over 80% sjans på å klare det, så gikk det faen meg i dass av rekaren. Yeah, it's definitely some other guy. A guy like Garday. Jævla dysten bak baren.
You know women and their constant problems. Yak, yak, nag, nag. How's one supposed to get the love going like that? That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
Oh my god, not a spinster! Yeah, she's a woman, probably just playing hardball with the goods. Women are just transactional. I'm happy to help, but maybe I could do without all this internalized misogyny? Oh my god, not a spinster.
Not a spinster, my god.
Jag vet inte vad barn. I'm a spinster.
You have to intervene on behalf of the People's Republic of Love. First, calm her down. Tell her you've got everything under control. And then go have a boys' talk with God himself. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
Are you still there, kiddo? Listen, I got everything under control. Daddy is going to take you on his lap, little darling. Oh, nej. Please, no. I don't want to say any of those things. Refuse the love quest, although it's wonderful. Kan jag...
No. What?
I know, baby, I know. It's just that you got that sweet woman-child thing that makes men go crazy. Especially a man like Garte. You and Garte, right? A little trouble under the sheets? Say no more. Papa's got this. Big Papa. Jag blir nästan lite kvalm, egentligen.
Oh God. Please, just stay out of my life.
Got a hunch your love life is about to take a very pleasant turn.
What? What is it?
You'll see, Lieutenant. You will see.
Call was dominated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
It's on. The love quest is on. Too late, everyone. It's on. Take it to God now.
Please connect me to Sylvie again. Nej, tror vi bara driter i att se just för att vi har mistat...
57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
What is the sinking feeling I have with the word motor carriage?
Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
This must be what woke me up when you arrived in Martinez, the infernal noise.
Yes, sorry about that. The Kupris Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound.
He says it with very badly concealed pride. In the cabin, you see a set...
Ja, nå er det greit. Nå har det jo gått mer enn en halvtime også, så nå kan vi gå og se på det liket igjen, og så det blåser andre veien, forhåpentligvis.